let me ask you a question. This is a personal thing that I deal with sometimes, because we're kind of talking about it. So I stepped down. You know, I was super involved in the writers field for over a decade.
Yes, you were.
I was on 5 committees. I would co-chair 2 of them. And I finally decided to step down because what I realized was, what people don't see is every day I have writers coming here. We're having meetings where I'm reading their stuff and doing all on my time.
Yes.
All on my dime.
Yes.
And I'm watching all of my friends, Lena and Amy, like everybody going, and I'm going, I'm older than all these people. Is it me because I'm back here helping everybody? So how do you balance?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
God, that is such a good question.
Yeah, I'm being honest. Like, how in the world I really want some game on this?
No, that is such a good question. It's 2 things I think, and I say this as a person who does not think that I always successfully balance it.
Okay.
So there are a couple of things. I'm trying to decide like where to even start. There are a couple of things. One of them is I have to start with how I define success.
Okay.
So it's interesting to be in this business, and if you're around it too much, and if you don't find balance in your life, and if you don't have, I'm blessed in that I'm from here. I'm from Pasadena. I'm from here. So, you know, last night I was at dinner with one of my best friends since we're 14. Okay. So it's easy for me to not be in this business. Right. You know, it's easy for me to get.
Because most of them aren't in the business.
Yes, right. That's right. So I didn't, you know, but I didn't come to this city looking for this, and therefore all the people I know are only this. Okay. So I say that to say you have to find balance so that you can, as a human being, decide what is important to you. And once you define that, a lot of the stuff you're talking about doesn't matter. Okay. I have been in conversation, like casual conversation, you know, pretty much everybody knows who my best friends are, right? And so I've been in casual place. Let's say one of us is having a screening, or one of us is on a panel, or recently the African American Critics Association honored Mara Brock-Akil with the Legacy Award. And Gina Prince Bythewood and I were the surprise guest who gave her who introduced her, right?
Sarah Feeney Johnson's in there too.
Sarah Feeney Johnson, yeah, she wasn't part of that.
I was just saying that she's part of y'all. She's part of the Wu-Tang Clan. Just
like I put it like this: it's Sarah Feeney Johnson, and then everybody else. Let's be really clear. Sure. That is my ride or die. She's the first. Yes. My road dog, my heart, my spiritual warrior, my sister, my friend, my soror. So it's Sarah, then the rest of the world. So having said that, you know, and I was standing afterwards with Lena, you just mentioned Lena, Mara,
Lena, wait, shout out to you.
Yeah, sorry. So shout out to dear Lena. And someone was said, God, you haven't done anything in a while. What have you? And so what was interesting about it is, in this business, if people can't see what, you know, forward-facing thing you're doing in terms of how...
If your comedy show ain't on Netflix, you must not be doing something.
You must not be doing something, or is your career over, or you can't get anything sold, or... Because that's how they define success for your life. So they don't know, you know, so that because of that, to them, they look like, oh... God, you're a loser. Oh, nothing's happening for you. So that's why I say you have to define what's important to you for you. They have no idea that I don't give a damn about what's going on in this business. I define success if my children are thriving. That is number one for me, right? I define success by I have 25 years of wisdom and knowledge, and who am I sharing that with? I cannot take it with me. I cannot die and there's something I knew that someone else doesn't know, and I knew it, and I had it. That my feet ever took steps, and there's no one who looks like me who's better off because I already was there. This is, for me, what is more important than anything in the world. how am I doing God's work?
Right.
That is number one to me, and I define God's work by all the things I just mentioned.
Okay.
I teach because that is my daily meditation. That is my daily saying, thank you, God, for blessing me, and therefore I thank you by sharing this and normalizing my presence, not just for people who look like me, but for white students, so that my presence as an excellent Black woman can be normalized for them too.